Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Ellington and we're back with another awesome battle replay. And what's awesome about this one, we will get into here in a moment when I get into the factions and players. But first off, I just want to take a second to thank everyone for coming and watching these videos and supporting me. It means the world to me that you guys are enjoying these, and you know, I really couldn't do it without you guys coming in and helping me. The Discord is up to over 300 members already, and like, that's crazy, guys. We started that Discord when with the thoughts of it being an Age of Empires Discord, and it just kind of grew into my own, and it's just been great. I have been getting some questions about like memberships. So YouTube memberships are on the way. There will be the option here soon to be able to join and make a financial contribution if that is what you wish to do. But just so people know, because a lot of people don't know this, I haven't really been talking about it much. I do actually have a Patreon now. That Patreon is linked in the description, but there are 3 levels. There is one at $1.99, one at $4.99, and one at $9.99, and they do come up with some different perks and things like that. But, once again, if that's not how you can support, then just being here and watching these videos and showing your enjoyment is just as much as I can ask for. So thank you guys so much. And you know what? We are almost at 1,500 subs. Last I checked, it was 1,444. So yeah, I just want to take that second, give you guys a shout out. It's literally not possible without all of you. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the factions. We'll go ahead and start off with the attackers here. And Tylus is going to be the first one we look at. Tylus is being commanded by Why So Serious. And as per typical, he has a lot of tribal warriors. I mean, that's pretty much to be expected with Tylus. Then we've got, more tribal warriors. Got Celtic Slingers back here, so a couple Oathsworn, 3 Oathsworn it looks like. And yeah, pretty much all tribal warriors, but looks like we did have a Thracian warrior here. I don't think he brought any Celtics or anything. Nope, doesn't look like it. Then right next to Tylus, we have got Macedon, and Macedon's being commanded by Herbert. And Herbert here does have a Greek ballista. Just regular ballista. Got some shield bearers, thorough spears, thorax swords. Now, this is something I'm just right off the bat tell you it's probably not a good thing to do. So right there, thorax pikes, and right there are pikes. It's not usually a good idea to put your pikes on towers. They don't do very well, especially on the first wave. Now we got thorax swords, some hoplites, thorax swords. Kind of an interesting Macedon army, not one that I would typically go with. But I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, we haven't even begun the battle, so I'm assuming his archers are hidden back here in the forest. Then we have got Rome, and Rome is being commanded by AJ Carl Ron, and a lot of Evocati cohort, some Eagle cohort. Look at this. The Evocati look freaking awesome. Do have some auxiliary infantry, more Evocatis, some armored legionaries, Syrian archers, and some Equites. And then we have got Seleucid here. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. So Seleucid is being commanded by Savit Gathwal. I probably butchered that, and I am really, really sorry. But a bunch of thorax swords here on the towers. He's got a unit of Azat Knights. Now, I want to show these guys off. Look at these guys. They look so cool. I love that. All the color, they look awesome. Some more thorax swords here, some thorough spears, and then we got 2 silver sword shieldsmen, including the silver shield swordsmen for the 3rd time. And one of those is the general. And then he brought 4 Syrian heavy archers. Now for the defenders, we have got RDI here. Now RDI is being commanded by none other than JoeOnit. And Joe has got some Illyrian Noble Hoplites, Illyrian Thorough Spears, Illyrian Marines. Right out here, he's actually got some Illyrian Raiders hidden in the forest. Then right next to Joe, we have got Nervii, and Nervii is being commanded by the Pizza Maker, with some Fierce Swords, some Gallic Hunters, Celtic Warriors, pretty typical stuff. Then Egypt. Now Egypt is being commanded by Dead Ronin, and he has got some mercenary Cretan archers, some Galatian swordsmen. Back in the back here, he's got a lot of Galatian Guard and Royal Thorax swords. And then the rest, it looks like a lot of Galatian swords and Egyptian infantry. Then finally, for the defenders here, we have got Epirus, and Epirus is being commanded by Gorm Miolneer. So, if you did not know, both JoeOnit and Gorm Miolneer are also part of the group that we call the Backseat Generals. And to be perfectly honest with you, we don't actually very often get to see 2 of us in one battle. A lot of us are playing at different battles, doing different things, and unfortunately we don't get to play with each other a whole lot. So this is a really fun thing to see. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and unpause this game, and we're going to get it going. Alright, so already got some arty coming in. Now the big issue with what Macedon here, Macedon did not protect his artillery. So he is going to try, he's basically trying to snipe the Epirus artillery before Epirus can snipe his. Now the issue with that is, this angle is really bad. So it's really hard for the attacking catapults to hit the defending catapults, or ballistas, whatever you want to call them. I'm not saying it's not possible, it's just a lot harder. It is much easier for the defenders to hit the attackers. So if you look at this, you can see they have a fantastic angle. So that does mean that as the attackers, when you are bringing artillery, you need to get it to protect it. You gotta have some towers in front of it or something. If you want, you can try the tactic of sending archers to try and destroy it, but in reality, this is pretty much what happens when you don't protect that artillery from the defender's artillery. Unfortunate, but it does happen. Now, on the other sides, I don't think I saw any other artillery from anybody. So Seleucid and Rome look like they are pushing up, but I don't see Tylus or Macedon pushing. I mean, Seleucid's already almost there. Seleucid is just like, balls to the wall, boom, let's go. And Rome's just like, oh shit, we gotta keep up. Now on the other side, they're just kind of like, hey, we're just kind of going with the flow. Now Seleucid is doing something that you really want to try avoid doing. He's got a lot of his stuff very, very clumped up, including he's got his silver shield swordsman right up here getting shot by the artillery. So I think he has got the RDI artillery. I mean, now that's exactly what I'd be going for. Free kills on some of these guys. He didn't get any of the silver shields, it doesn't look like. The thorax swords took 8. But you know what? Another good shot for him. He may not now. It doesn't look like he can get. Now he can get it now. I'd be going right here for this As at Night. That is an expensive cav unit to be bringing on attack. So, I mean, that's a lot of money. Could you imagine one of those shots just rolling right through this? Oh, that would just be disgusting. Or right through the Thorough Spears. I think I personally would go for the As at Nights, make it a really painful waste of money. I mean, he's getting some good kills on these Thorough Spears, so, like, there's nothing to say that he's not doing fine with what he's getting, but, man, that As at Night is a juicy-looking shot. Oh, Rome does have artillery, okay. Looks like they got some arty shots on some of the Equite cavalry back here. Nervii, I bet. No, that was probably Ardii taking those shots. I don't think they know about the Illyrian Raiders, but man, look at how close he is. He's just right over the rise of this hill. Those Azat Knights sitting right there, and that would be a painful, painful engagement for these Illyrian Raiders. Their best bet would be hoping that they got off some Javi tosses, but man, those Azat Knights would cause a lot of pain. Now on the walls, we've got some Hillmen coming in. We've got some Thorax Swords. Now on here, it looks like the Thorax Swords are in formation attack because they're kind of attacking this weird column. So in reality, most of the unit's not really doing anything. More Thorax Swords here. Now this one has already taken a lot of damage. Look at that. It's already taken 70 kills. Celtic Warriors here engaged. Got another Celtic Warrior. Looks like he's going to engage right there. But then Auxiliary Infantry and Evocates, I think? Or is this the... Oh, the Eagle Cohort already up. Artillery coming in and trying to hit the defenders here. Now on the other side, we do have some Cav coming out and some Italian Spearmen. Interesting. So the mercenary Italian cavalry is coming off to the side like this. Now the cavalry that Epirus had came around the back of the city. It's like 2 Italian cavalry. And then Ardii had a couple units over this way. And unfortunately, I don't know if Ardii realizes or not, but he is sitting in a kind of an open spot. So his cavalry is not hidden right now. So the Azat Knights are kind of sitting there looking over there. Man, Seleucid's primary attack here kind of got beat up pretty bad. You know, the Nervii Fierce Swords really tore apart these Thorax Swords. You know, I mean, it's kind of a really hard thing to do because getting on the wall, you're getting attacked by a concentrated force, but you are kind of in a strung out, drawn out. You're not in a formation, so your guys get kind of picked out and, you know, picked apart piece by piece rather than by, you know, as a unit. They did end up taking down a wall here. Nervii's got a Celtic Warrior kind of holding it, but that might be another way that the Seleucid and Roman players might be able to get in here, is coming right through there. So you got a tower here, and then push right this way. Might be able to pull something off there. Rome's got got some units up here, Eagle Cohort and Evocates. Then over here we've got another Evocati and, yep, 2 more Evocates. Where did the Italian cavalry go? Where'd the Italian cavalry go for Epirus? I guess, okay, maybe it just came back. So the Italian cavalry into the shield bearers. Not the best thing you want to get engaged with, but, you know, Royal Peltis is probably going to get some good shots. Now, he got his men all the way up against, his Italian spearmen all the way up against the wall. So now, as Tylus is attacking with his Celtic warriors, he's got the Agrianian axemen shooting at the Celtic and tribal warriors. Then the other cavalry, he's got his other Italian cav here, and this one back here it's taking some damage. Celtic slingers might be a little exposed, but that'd be the best thing I could see. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have even come at this and just used my archers and just shot the hell out of these units that were sitting on the at the bottom of the wall. Because of where they were positioned, you would be able to get a better shot on them, while the, you know, units up here, even if they were archers, would not be able to get range on you. But it looks like Macedon brought all just regular archers. I'm be honest with you, Macedon, I don't know if you watch, and if you do watch, I really appreciate coming to watch. But this army's not very good. I'm just going to be brutally honest with you, man. You really need to have those Cretans. You know, the archers themselves are just... They're not great. They're not great. 125 range, only 35 missile damage. Their armor is 10. Just not fantastic, you know what I mean? You know, even these kind of Peltis units are kind of tearing you apart. He's got his dogs. Looks like he already let off the dogs from the leash, though. Yeah, and like I said, pikes. Get your pikes off the towers. It's a bad idea. Not something you want to try doing. I mean, Macedon and Tylus kind of look like they're frozen in place. Now, this is a disgusting crossfire. So, on this side, you've got the shots coming in, but on this side, you got the shots coming in. And Rome is kind of in a spot they can't do much about either one of them. They actually ended up getting their cavalry inside. I'm not sure what they're going to do with it, but they got it in. Illyrian Raiders getting activated. They're coming in, trying to get a flank in on the Thorough Spears, but it looks like the Thorough Spears... I mean, who got them? I mean, they got killed by something, and maybe the Roman Onager took some shots on it, but here we go. Rome's going to lose his Onager. The Illyrian cavalry coming in, going to take him out. Oh, there they go. So Rome's Onager is going to be out of play. The Azat Knights tied up with the Illyrian Raiders, can't do much about it. Now his other cav, has got a clean shot into the Roman archers right now. You know what? Look at this. Clean shot Roman and Seleucid archers. Now, it is a dangerous thing. The Thorough Spears would have a really good Javi toss on you as you ran through. But, you know, you chance that. It's one of the things you depend on. You know, do you think that the player for Seleucid is a good enough player to realize what's happening and stop you, you know? Yeah, I mean, at least this archer is way exposed. Easy pickings. But there you go. The Illyrian cavalry already done with the Roman Onager. The Azat Knights just helped in taking out the Illyrian Raiders. Archer fire getting wasted. Syrian archers shooting at the running away Raiders. But I don't think they know about the leftover stuff over here. I think at this point you've seen units come out, you've been attacked. I think at this point, like, I would suggest, if anything, you should be sending this Azat Knight to go check that forest. In Rome, these archers are way exposed, man. You're kind of really lucky that they didn't take advantage of that. And I think it's risky. You know, you bring this cav in here, these Thorough Spears would just rip you to shreds if they got you. But I do think that might have been worth it to try and go for that. On this side, Macedon's getting closer, just tearing it up, getting up here. Pikes on this. Oh, man, these pikes are going to get on this wall, and they're just going to die. They're just going to die, man. Over here, Thorax, same thing. Thorax pikes, no. No. Don't do this. Don't. Stop it. I mean, I guarantee you that Gorm is licking his lips right now, seeing these pikes coming up on this wall. It's just easy pickings, easy to get these, and that's a good pike. Those Thorax pikes are good, and they're just going to be wasted. The pikeman unit is a much cheaper unit, not quite as expensive or good, but it's still something that it's not really something you just want to throw away, right? It's all a money game. Keep that in mind. Yeah, Rome's just getting torn to shreds here by the angles. You know, he pushes in to this, and now he's exposed from the flank with the archers over there. But then if he comes over here, then he's exposed from this direction. So it's just, oof, man. There we go. So it looks like RDI actually sallied out 2 units here. One Illyrian Thorough Spear and a Mercenary Axe Warrior got into some of Seleucid's archers and some of Rome's archers. And then Rome sent over an Equite to come help engage with that. And then they're trying to run their archers away. Man, this is The defenders are being quite aggressive. You know, this might be a good time at this point to, you know, activate these 2 units over here. You could maybe sacrifice this unit to tie down some of this and use the cav to come in on the archers. But, you know, it could also be very, very, you know, useful for you to just wait. You know, at this point, waiting could be just as, you know, beneficial. You could get far better opportunities by just being patient. It's one of those things you never know. Sometimes being aggressive, it's bad because you do it and you end up wasting stuff because you were just too far forward or too far ahead with it. But sometimes you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait and you end up missing opportunities. So it's a timing. It's a huge thing about timing. Militia hoplites coming up. Thorax swords. The pikes. Did the pikes even go in formation? No, they didn't. Oh, his pikes didn't even go in formation. And he's just putting these guys in formation. Oh, man. They've already lost 58 men. Jeez. Oof. Macedon. Come on, man. You know, any of you guys that are new to the game, you want to learn, you want to play more, whatever it is, don't forget to join the Discord. Go down in the description. The Discord link is right there. Go ahead and join in the Discord and try and get in with some games. You know what I mean? A lot of the guys that we play with are very experienced with games, and they are, you know, we're always willing to help you get better. We're always looking for players. We always need players. So it always helps to come in and, you know, we want people to be better. We want these games to be awesome. We want to have great 4v4s and huge, massive battles. You know what I mean? Tylus has got a lot of troops up. Tribal warriors. Got a shield bearer here. Got more tribal warriors coming in from the towers. Thorax pikes are finally in formation, so the Egyptian infantry might have some issues. But I don't think this pike... Okay, he finally put his pikes down. That's good. And then we've got a militia hoplite. Got some thorax swords. It looks like he's moving units over to the left here. His archers just got annihilated by Egypt's archers. Now the Syrians came over this way. They're trying to push off the Egyptians. I mean, Ardei's pretty much finished his. Oh, man. Of course, they finally look away, and Joe goes in with his cavalry. Azat Knights are going to make short work of the Illyrian cavalry, but you know what? They did exactly what they needed to do. They wiped out Rome's archers. Looks like Rome is down to just his Balearic slingers, it looks like. You know, Illyrian raiders also got into units, took out Syrian archers. 42 kills and 102 kills. The Azat Knights, 62. The Azat Knights, man, he's running them away. Like, had he kept that... Get back in there, man. Go back and get into this cavalry and finish it off. And up here, man, look at this. Look at the death and destruction on this wall. Seleucid and Rome just getting torn to pieces by, honestly, a combination of Javies and shock units. These fierce swords, they're that, you know, 25 charge bonus, and they are just very, very good in combat. Or 37 charge bonus. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. You know, thorough spears are up here, just completely surrounded. Silver shield swordsmen up here, surrounded again as well, and just getting surrounded by Oathsworn and Celtic warriors, and they're going to make short work of it. You know, the Silver Shield Swordsman is a good unit, but man, surrounded like this, especially with an Oathsworn on one side, is just not somewhere you want to be. The Oathsworn here, 108 kills. Royal Peltis is also in here. But man, they're just getting swarmed. You know, the defenders are just kind of attacking them pell-mell. Honestly, on this side, you know, there's a pretty solid push here. Epirus looks like he's having a little bit of issues, but he's bringing his levy pikes up. both of them, and he's got his Hellenic Royal Guard coming up, Royal Cavalry, I guess I should say. RDI's got some Illyrian Raiders up here, but Tylus Tribal Warriors are doing some pretty good work. But up in this spot here, Tribal Warriors kind of surrounding, kind of an interesting setup, like the way they are fighting at right in that spot. But over here, Thorax Swords are surrounded by carrying axemen and Egyptian infantry. In this spot, Macedon actually has got himself a foothold. We've got multiple units from Macedon into the corner here. But once this is finished, then the defenders will be able to readjust their defense to go deal with that. Illyrian Cavalry is still just tearing through the archers. Up to 144 kills now. The Azat Knights at 155 just wiped out this Illyrian Raider. Azat Knights are very, very good units. Very good melee cavalry. But now he needs to turn him. You got to turn and go kill this. I don't know if he's not paying attention. I'm not sure. Like, his archery unit is even alive at this point. But this Illyrian cavalry looks like he's just going to be able to run away. Got the other Illyrian cavalry over this way, trying to kind of work on the flanks of Tylus and Macedon and keep them busy. Tylus is now adjusting stuff over here. I think what he's doing is he's going to try and get up onto this corner because Macedon pretty much, got them the corner. So you got a lot of Celtic Slingers, got your Oathsworn, 2 units of Oathsworn, and Thracian Warriors. Where's their other Oathsworn? Thought he had 3. Well, maybe not, because I just see Tribal Warriors up here. Cool little shot there. Gotta get some screenshots, you know what I mean? You know how it goes. Now you got shield bearers going up against mercenary Samnite warriors and a levy pikeman that's looking the wrong way, Epirus. What are you doing, man? I guess they're fighting back and back? Samnite warriors taking on the shield bearers, pikes taking on the tribal warriors, maybe? Then another levy pike that is breaking, 90 out of 160, taking on some tribal warriors. Looks like it just wasn't in, looks like the tree was kind of screwing up its formation. Yeah, I mean, they've got a push going, but Tylus needs to quickly get his stuff onto this corner. Balance of power is definitely in the favor of the defenders at this point, but it's definitely not out of the question. The one I was really surprised at, Rome just really got annihilated, and usually Rome does a little bit better. 313 on the Nervii Oathsworn. The Silver Shield Swords, 47 and 105, so not fantastic. Thorax Swords, 235. Nicely done there. I was going to see the Royal Peltis, but I think it must be gone, I guess. No, but it's over here. Royal Peltist only at 47. I mean, he's kind of surrounded. He's got a Noble Hoplite on one side and a Royal Thorax Sword on the other. Now, I'm not sure why the Royal Thorax Sword isn't going into combat to annihilate it. Now the Hellenic Royal Cavalry doing some cycle charging on the Thorax Swords from Macedon. They're up to 21 kills now. Over here we got Militia Hoplites still holding in. There's 62 men left. Tylus, once again, just trying to rush as much onto this corner as he can. Honestly, if Epirus wanted to, he could really just tear through this stuff right now if he wanted to. You could get a lot of kills right there just because they aren't formed up at all. Now, got Oathsworn in the way, but previously there was a nice little gap to kind of run through and just kind of kill these guys. Royal Peltis General here, 65 kills. They're burning the gate. I'm not particularly sure why. It's kind of a death sentence going through that gate. You know, I mean, it is neutralized, so they could get through it right now, but I still think it's a death sentence. You know, you get trapped in this tiny little walkway right here that they can just kind of bog you down and just annihilate you, you know, piecemeal. Tribal Warriors doing as much as they can. They've got a foothold, but it just doesn't look like it's enough over here. Tylus, he's just trying to rush stuff onto the walls. Got Oathsworn up now. Some Tribal Warriors over here. The Royal Peltist is gone, but here we've got the Hoplites and Silver Shield Swords. That is it. The other Silver Shield with 111 kills. The Oathsworn looks like it is gone, but I mean, it definitely got over 300 kills. I mean, the attackers have a lot, or the defenders have a lot left. Archers back here in the back, 172, 154. Pretty much they put them in the back there to kind of assist in, you know, keeping army losses from triggering. Keeps your men in battle a little bit longer. Tribal Warriors, I mean, they've got something there, but now look at this. This is gone, so now all these units are going to be able to readjust here. And, I mean, Epirus, oh no. Got elephants coming in. The elephants are going to do some work here. They're already 130 kills. Look at that. Pikes are also up here, but man, they're just going to tear through this stuff. Royal Peltist, they don't have anything here they can do about it. They have no archers. Their guys are in combat, so they can't use their Pila. The Azat Knights are just going to get annihilated. Especially he unmounted his Azat Knights. Oh no! That hurts. Oh man, that's painful. Yeah, like they have nothing to cause them to go berserk or anything. 255 kills on him now. Oh, come on, bring him over here. I mean, the one danger part to this is these guys right there. But man, those Tribal Warriors are just waiting for you to go through and destroy them. Yeah, at this point, you know, this side, they just have to readjust their defense and get ready to deal with this stuff, you know? Noble Hoplites with 128 kills. Gallic Hunters 161, 348 on a Fierce Sword, 109, 482 on the Mercenary Axe Warriors. 482. Indian War Elephants 287. He has that Knights 193 and looks like he's going to bring him in. He can't remount them because all the horses got scared off. Oh, just painful. Cretan Archers just wiping out these Celtic Slingers. Come on, get another volley here. Oh, look at that. I love that shot. Now the Azat Knights, they're in combat. They're getting some kills. 218, so they're still getting some kills out of them. But man, the Elephants, I mean, they are like, they didn't get much of a charge into them. So the Elephants aren't doing a whole lot against them at the moment. But the Azat Knights are actually doing a pretty good, solid job. They are getting some kills against the Illyrian Raiders and stuff. But you can see their numbers are just dropping, only 28 men, and now they're breaking. Now over this way, you got the issue. Tylus still has Tribal Warriors, Celtic Slingers, and Oathsworn. Another Thracian Warrior, sorry. Celtic Warriors. Where did his other Oathsworn? Did his other Oathsworn just die? He must have, or no, he's over here. 130 out of 160. He's got 76 kills. But just cutting through this Illyrian Noble Hoplite, then I assume he's going to push through into the Illyrian Marines. Now, the dangerous part about pushing into the Illyrian Marines is the slingers up here shooting into your side is just the painful part. Now, over here, Illyrian Marines and some mercenary axe warriors getting into some of the leftovers of Macedon. Gallic hunters that look like they're out of ammo are also starting to kind of pull off and look like they're going to try and tie up some of these units as well. Now here's the elephants in on the tribal warriors, but they are starting to get shot by the Celtic slingers. Now, they are not out of control yet. They've only lost one elephant, looks like. Now, but they are up to 427, 28. Now they're out of control. So I feel like I said now a lot right there. Oh no, your general! Don't put him in there! No! Gotta be careful, man. Oh, they're starting to lose some. So there we go, the general getting in the Celtic slingers. And look at that, army losses kicking in. I think it's safe to say that that is it. Let's go ahead and hit fast forward. Oathsworn General, yeah, he's not going to get the chance to get many kills on him. Especially not against Galatian Royal Guard and Royal Thorax. All right, let's go look at some kills here. Now for JoeOnit as RDI, we've got his general didn't really have to do anything. His slingers didn't really have to do anything. His cavalry with 165 and 115. Illyrian Marines, 147. His Noble Hoplites, 148. I mean, multiple units that really didn't have to fight. Now, for his Raiders, 156, 105, and 206. For his Illyrian Thorough Spears, 104. And look at this Mercenary Axe Warrior, 594 kills. 143 and 123 on the others. Then Dead Ronin with 1,754. You know, these three units really didn't have to do anything. His archers did really well. 172, 185, and 154. You know, Galatian Swords, 129, 100, 101, 147 on the Carrying Axeman. Then Pizza Maker with 3,158 kills. Look at this. His army just completely spent pretty much, but 347, 188, and 156 on the Oathsworn. His Fierce Swords, 367, 213, 121, 30, 132. Then the Celtic Warriors with 192, 146, 115. Look at the Archers, though. 273, 161, 162, and 152. Then finally, Gorm as Epirus with 2,124 kills. His General with 221. His African or Mercenary Indian War Elephant, 495. Italian Cavalry, not a lot. This one did get 108, so that's pretty good. Then Agrianian Axeman with 117 and 145. Pikes 108, and his Samnites with 159, 195, and 145. Then for the attackers, we've got Tylus, Why So Serious, with 2,283 kills, 181 on his Oathsworn. Once again, these guys, they still had kills left in them. This guy probably could have got at least another 50 kills on him. The Slingers, man, these guys just got annihilated by archer fire. Celtic Warrior 213, that's really good right there. His Tribal Warriors 141, 146, 157, 238. So as usual, the Tribal Warriors did really well. Then Rome here, AJ Carl with 1,387. You've got the Syrians with 90. That is infantry 105. His position, man, he just that spot, oof. Just either way that he went, he just got hit, really hard from the other side by archers and javies, and even Rome is it's not gonna be able to stand up to that, But the armored legionaries with 105, his Eagle Cohort with 162, his Evocates with 139, 193, 131, and 128. And then, then Mastodon here, Herbert with 1993. His General with 106. His Shield Bearer is 270. The Greek Ballista didn't get any. His Archers, unfortunately, really got beat hard. Thorax Swords with 168, 259, 244, 126, and 124, 163. So Thorax Swords did very good for him. His Hoplites 84, Thorough Spears with 65, and then his Pikes with 103 and 112. Then with Seleucid here with 1,769 kills. Got the Silver Shield Swordsman with 124. His Azat Knights with 237. His Archers did pretty good. 157, 137, 118, and 196. His other Silver Shield with 114. His Thorax Swords with 148. Yeah, I mean, his mainline infantry really just got annihilated, unfortunately. But man, that was a fun battle. Once again, really fun to see Gorm and Joe both in the battle. Not something we see very often, so that was kind of cool. Joe sent this to me. He's like, "Hey man, I don't like doing my own replays. Can you do this replay for me?" And I was like, "Sure, heck yeah, let's do it." And it was a lot of fun. It was a fun battle to watch. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys did enjoy this, don't forget to go and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I've got stuff coming out every week. And don't forget to go check out Joe and Gorm's channels. They are both linked in the description. And if you guys are interested in getting into games, streams, things like that, join the Discord. It is also linked in the description. If you join the Discord, it's easier to get set up, in voice chats with people to play. Typically, the games are a little better. You're not usually playing with randos that cheat or quit, things like that. So make sure to come join us and say hi when you get in, and we will see you guys next time.